Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Simply Colorful FiberCast. Today's date is December 18th, 2015. My name is Lynn Marquidon. I'm your host, and I have a special guest star.
Hi, everyone. I'm Karen Marinelli, her sister.
I'm so glad you're here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Karen has driven all the way from Pennsylvania today, and we've just had a ham dinner, and we decorated the tree. And now we are ready to work on the last week of this sampler. KB, I can't believe how pretty that looks.
It's pretty. They look so much nicer here in the lights that you have than they do in my dining room.
Really?
Yeah.
Lighting makes all the difference.
It makes the difference. And I also think my dining room is painted yellow.
Yes.
And now that I'm here in this whiter light,
yes,
it just looks cleaner. I was actually disappointed with it in my dining room. It was looking kind of muddy.
Yes.
You know, especially compared to the cartoony looking
of the original
design. So I'm thrilled. I'll have to come here all the time.
I love that.
Or get lights.
Or get lights. Christmas is coming. It's less than a week away. And I can't believe it. So welcome, everyone. I hope you're taking an hour's reprieve from all of the Christmas hubbub and grab a project, because Simply Colorful is just all about all of us sewing together for 60 minutes. And I'll have you know that this week, not only do I have one device, but I have two. So I am three. We are ready to engage. So send us your emails at lmarquidot@gmail.com. or post on Google or the Simply Colorful Facebook page and tell us what you're working on. So what I wanted to do was, first off, welcome you.
Thank you.
We already did that, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And tell everyone what we're going to be working on for the next hour. And then I wanted to take people's questions, and I have some questions that I wanted to ask you that I thought maybe our Fibercasters wanted to know.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fun.
Are you game?
Well, if we can talk about me, I'm all about it.
Oh, good. I love it. So first off, what are you going to work on tonight?
So the last thing I have is the last star. We're over there, this one, this Ohio star. And I'm just I already have my pieces all cut, and it's pretty simple, so I think I can walk and chew gum here and do this, I think.
Perfect.
And what could go wrong?
Right. No, everything's plugged in.
Yeah.
The iron's right here.
Iron's there.
I know we've got this a little bit set up.
You're not going to sew because yours is done.
Well, believe it or not, it is. But I thought I'm going to sew the backing.
Wow.
I have lots of pieces, and I got this flannel at Joann's.
Oh, beautiful. That's the perfect color.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of that olivey green. But I wanted to adorn it with some of the leftover scraps that I have.
Oh,
so,
good idea.
Just a couple of, I have a few squares that I think I didn't use, and maybe, I don't know, I'll see what happens. But didn't have quite enough of this.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to work on.
Cool. Sounds good.
So, and I'm thirsty. Ham makes you thirsty.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Cheers.
It was so good, though. They had ham and squash and broccoli. It's delicious.
Yeah. No, it was good.
And brownies.
Yeah.
The food is always good here.
Thank you. My husband is a very good cook.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
Is it okay if I sew?
Please do. Please. Please, we're expecting you to have that done.
We'll see.
Did you see that episode a few weeks ago when I did all 3 blocks?
Yes.
And I got it done, except the diamonds weren't quite long enough.
Right.
But
right. And I thought it was interesting that you rushing made some people nervous.
Yes.
I thought that was interesting. But knowing you, don't be nervous for her. That's like, that wasn't stressing you out.
No. No, it wasn't stressing me out
at all. It was like
all.
almost like a game.
It was a game.
Yeah. But I hear you. I could see how that could be if we thought you were stressing over getting done,
Right.
you know.
Good. Well, I'm glad you told people that, because it's so true.
It's okay.
Yeah. So who's out there? And I have all of last week's notes.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Because
Let's catch up.
all right. Well, first off, here is a neat one from Jean. So we'll start off right away with Jean, who is at a basketball game.
Oh,
Her kids'
good.
basketball game. She, as you know, is Cider Mill Quilts is her company, and she does a lot of commission work.
Mm-hmm.
And this one she finished last week is a whole bedspread made out of antique linens and napkins and a wedding dress.
Wow.
It's not much to look
Oh
at.
my gosh, that's gorgeous.
But isn't that something?
Yeah, that's probably not going to show up for them, but it's
Oh.
looks like there's a lot of embroidery and it's antique linens
It is.
in big blocks, but the blocks are made up of pieces that have embroidery and embellishment on them. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
And, but you're right, that doesn't,
What a nice thing
isn't
for
that?
somebody.
And at the bottom it says Alice, and then her name, weds Christopher and his name, May 30th, 2015 at Gedney Farm, New Marlborough, Massachusetts.
Oh, how nice.
Isn't that neat? Just right at the end.
Beautiful.
Okay, so let's get one that's,
It's so much better than my linens. I have a couple linens that came from garage sale kind of things. And they're just in the attic in a box, so.
right. Right.
Nice.
It is something to do. Do you know we use linen napkins here for Thanksgiving, and I love it.
Nice.
I just throw them in the washing machine. So I don't know how long they'll last, and they get little spots on them, but I use Resolve.
Are they old ones?
Some are old, some I literally got, well, some were brand new, some are old. I think 6 are new from Ireland, from Aunt Bonnie.
Okay.
Several of them came from Sherburne, from my neighbor up the street. She was getting rid of her mother's things.
Mm-hmm.
Some others may have come from a garage sale.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's another one. It's from Cider Mill Quilts. These are body pillows
Oh, that's cool.
that are made from shirts.
That's really neat.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Those are big pillows. Thank
Don't
you.
burn yourself.
No, I won't. I won't. So that's 3. Those are done. Okay. Gmail. Okay. Oh, hello to Allison in Australia, who is, I know, it's hot down there these days.
Ah.
But they are just heading out to camping. They have been on holiday. Hi, Allie. There was a picture or two here. Well, okay. Hey, Norma. Hi, Norma.
Hi, Norma.
Norma says, I've been working on my sampler today. Shoo, she says, I'm going.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is a good lead in, Norma, because I'm going to ask KB about this sampler. She says, shoo, I'm going to have to get my eyes checked. I've misjudged my measurement a bunch today.
Oh, bummer, man.
It's those 16ths of an inch, isn't
I'm
it?
so sorry.
You said to me, that's why we test patterns.
It is why we test patterns. Thank you. Did you all know you're pattern testers? Oh, boy.
Oh, she's working. Oh, Norma says she's working on the big block. Hope you and everyone else has a nice weekend and Christmas. Thank you, Norma, and you too.
Thank you. Yes.
And post pictures, because I love your Christmas quilt. Colleen in San Francisco, she says, looking forward to FiberCast from chilly, rainy, on the way, California. Thank you for your show and Karen for her pattern and adding all of the initials.
You're welcome. Hopefully you got them. Yeah, Hopefully you got the ones you wanted, and hopefully, like, I won the initial lottery
Do tell.
because the K and the B were very easy.
Oh, good.
They were a piece of cake. If I had drawn a C,
Yes.
I think I would have put something else. I would have put birds or
Right, well, Marquet had that
something.
issue.
Yeah.
Because she was doing MC for Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And what'd she have, 30 or 40 pieces in the C? It was something ridiculous.
Something ridiculous.
Well, that L was no piece of cake.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of set-in seams, Y seams.
Oh, yes, it is. Yep. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Let's talk about this whole thing and
Okay.
talk about you. So, KB,
Yes.
when you started to design this quilt,
Mhm.
was there a certain, what was the inspiration for you to design it?
Well, one of your viewers proposed that we could do a quilt along where we chose some classic blocks.
Yes. Kennedy is her last name. I can't remember your first name.
Julie? No.
Julie, maybe. From here.
Anyway, thank you for the idea.
Yes.
So then, I don't remember where the leap was, but I was looking on Pinterest, and I just love the quilts that are the row by row ones.
Yes.
That have sort of all the different things. And if I were an appliquer, I would have included some vine. I always like to see that little bit of applique in there, but it's not my favorite thing.
Right.
So there were some quilts on Pinterest that were interesting, and then I just got on the EQ electronic quilt that you gave me, the software that
Yep.
you gave me,
Yep.
and just played around with it.
Isn't it a fun?
It's
Fun
really
thing to play
fun.
with?
It's really fun. It would be very tempting for me to just do it on the computer and never get it into fabric.
Exactly. Well, speaking of that,
That's how
Funny
you end
story.
up with 1/16 of an inch.
No.
Funny
story, in Doll Club,
Mhm.
there's a woman who travels all the time, so she can't get into her studio to
Right.
make things.
Right.
So she literally has entertained herself by making virtual dolls,
Sure.
Hey. So that's the end of the story. I think that's quite funny.
Yeah.
But
Well, they take up less space.
it costs less to buy the material.
Right. Yep.
Oh, but you can't touch them. Oh,
Ding.
someone thought that was funny. I love this. So, so that was the inspiration.
Yeah.
Did you find that you had? See, I know a little bit about this, so I'm trying to back into your design experience. Did you rely on past design experience? And where did you get that design experience from?
Oh, I think we've talked about this
Have
before,
we?
but I was a floral designer. And so, so a little bit of big, small
Yeah.
kind of stuff spatially, but I think I was just mixing it up. I think I was just mixing it up and trying to balance out a little bit. Like for instance, and then in the process, my K and my B are moved because it just so happened that I used the same fabric in the sashing,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted, when I stacked the K right over the B, that piecing disappeared.
Right.
So I just moved it. But the beautiful thing when you're designing on the computer is you can just
It's wonderful.
move it.
Right.
This was easily moved too because it's not put together yet.
Right.
But isn't it a bummer when have you done this?
Mm.
you're sewing along and you do all this piecing, and then you find that something in the way you put your blocks together in the final, you lose some of those pieces because you end up putting two of the same fabric together.
Yes.
And you think, darn it, all that extra piecing, and nobody's going to see it but me. You know?
Exactly.
I hate that.
Yep, I know exactly what you mean. Well, we are so glad that you shared the design with us and you posted everything. And it's been so fun to see everyone's different colors, the blue early on. And and now to watch you do this, you're so good at this.
It's really cool to see.
Do you want me to iron?
Iron?
Yeah, you don't iron them at this point?
Not really.
Oh, cool.
You can iron those if you want.
Just to set the seam?
No.
No.
I should?
No, not necessarily, because then you might stretch it. I'd say if you don't need to iron them.
It's been very cool to see other people's take on the colors.
Yes, I agree.
that.
I do too.
I love it.
Don't you love the pictures that they put in the middle of this Ohio Star? I love that.
Yes. Yes. Taking the time to think ahead and fussy cut and and plan that out. And that's a great use of the fabric.
Yes.
You know, somebody designed that fabric, and then we cut it up.
I know.
It's a nice use.
There was I found such a pretty fabric that I didn't use in this quilt that I've had for years. Remember this one?
Poinsettia.
Yeah. Isn't that a pretty Christmassy one?
I love that. Yep.
So, is your Christmas shopping done?
Not really. It's probably as done as it's going to get. How about you?
Not quite. Not quite, but it's getting there. I'm making some of my gifts.
Ooh, good.
And
what are you making? Can you tell us?
No, I can't. In fact, that's why the place is a mess. I had to. Those of you can't see beyond here, but it does look like a tornado hit.
It's a disaster. But it's just because you're being productive.
Right.
Right.
Right. And I really had all intentions of picking it up, but I did pick up what I'm making. Oh, and it's hidden away.
Oh, are you making something?
Yes, you can't see it.
Oh, fun.
So,
fun.
But no, we're not. I think I said this on past FiberCasts. We're not going overboard, or we're trying not to.
Good.
What are you doing for Christmas? What do you do Christmas Day?
Christmas Day, so Mom's here.
Yes.
Mom's here.
Yes. Mom's here.
And she's coming back home with me. So she'll be with us through Christmas. Christmas Day, my kids will be home.
Yeah.
And Mom will be there, and my husband. And we just do the traditional open presents Christmas Day. Christmas Eve, we'll make some seafood and...
Yep. Oh, you'll go down to the market and get some seafood,
Go
probably.
down to the market and get some in the middle of Pennsylvania.
Oh, but it's still wonderful.
And, oops, pardon me. And we will, then we'll go visit, my husband's family is in Pennsylvania, so we'll go there during Christmas Day for a little bit.
Have a meal.
Have a meal.
Don't you have a Christmas meal?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you'll have cinnamon buns?
Oh, probably. Yeah.
For Christmas morning.
Oh yes, the Pillsbury
Yum.
cinnamon buns. They're just so lousy. But you can't. I can't have Christmas without them.
No. I've been passing them for a month.
Have
I'm
you?
thinking, Christmas. I have to have them at Christmas. There you go. I certainly love having you here because I'm doing nothing.
You're not getting much done. Tell me about your dolls. They're awesome.
Oh, well, I made progress on them. Laugh if you may.
I'm not laughing, but whoa, is your iron hot?
What?
Baby!
Oh, did you burn yourself?
No.
Oh, good.
This is a nice hot iron.
And didn't you say you tried to buy one?
I did, and yours is smooth. I bought one of these.
What is it, a Black & Decker?
It's a Black & Decker,
Yeah.
just a classic iron. I did. I bought one and I brought it back because the plate was really rough, and it just wouldn't slide over.
Did it get as hot as this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. Maybe we should get it again and sand the plate or something.
Yeah, or something. Or maybe, I don't know. There must be something you can rub it on, wax paper or something.
Right. I have dropped this iron on the floor. In fact, you can probably see there's an iron stain over in one of the corners of the rug.
Did it melt the carpet?
Yes, it did. Made a mess.
I bet.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about the iron. I want to talk dolls.
Yeah. Oh,
See, don't you like her hair?
I love her hair.
This is worthy of an up close.
You guys.
See her hair? It's made out of pearl cotton. Now,
I wish you would take some pictures of those and post those close-up pictures, because
Really?
what they're seeing doesn't do that justice.
oh, it does. I wanted to ask you if you can see these things.
You don't watch these videos.
No, I don't. I can't.
She doesn't watch the videos.
I can't watch it. 2 years, but I've never seen what it looks like.
Oh, I watch the episodes I'm in over and over. Well, I'll get her to take some close-up pictures for you, because you guys, these are just stunning. The dress is velvet, and there's beautiful lace, and her hair is, you said it's pearl cotton?
Pearl cotton, yeah.
Just awesome.
Isn't that fun?
Absolutely.
And I made a little barrette with those
She has
little
a
seed beads.
beaded barrette that she made. Just beautiful. Now, this is a Tilda doll?
It is.
Okay.
Yes,
I
exactly.
learned that from you.
You did. And here's another one who looks completely different.
I love her hair, too.
Doesn't she look older?
She's awesome.
Also pearl cotton. And you know the trick here. So these are just very simple dolls. But they are fun. This one is not adorned yet. Like, I'm going to put some pearls on her and something fun. But the trick to make the ear bun type hair,
Yeah.
like Princess Leia has,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How's that for a topical reference?
Ooh, no spoilers.
No
I
spoilers.
haven't seen it yet.
You take a piece of wire and you stick it right through the head, and you stick out about 2 inches on either side of her head.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put all the pearl cotton in, and you leave lots of strands out.
Okay.
And then you literally pull all the strands together on either side, and you wrap it around the wire, and then you wrap the wire around to make the... Yeah.
Wow.
It's
It's really neat.
Isn't that
It's really,
fun?
really neat.
Anyway, thanks for asking about my dolls.
Love them.
We had a nice doll exchange
Mhm.
last Saturday. That was really fun to get together at the library.
That's a pretty nice exchange. That's a lot of time that you all put into that.
It was. It's not a big group. It's
Okay.
about 10 people who come from all over, well, I don't want to overspeak, but some people come from New Hampshire. Some people come from the Cape.
Excuse me.
Yes. Want me to get it?
I got it.
Okay. Oh, I can't wait to see this. So they come from far and wide,
Mm-hmm.
and they're really good doll makers. These are really, really good. Let's see. What else was I talking about? Did I mention that it's just so nice to have you here?
It's nice to be had.
Let's see who's else. Good. Let's see who else is out there. Aww. Oh, let's start at the top. Oh, this is so fun. Beth Allen, hi. She says, oh, I love this. Beth Allen, if you remember, is doing the squares that are half size. She says, the plague has slowed me down.
Oh, no.
But the quilt awakens. I'm still stitching here in South Carolina. Thanks, you two, for doing this. Merry Christmas to you both, Beth.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
There is. Now remember, all of those are half size.
Half size. Wow.
Isn't that neat?
Oh, that's awesome.
It is. It is.
So cool.
Sandra! Hi, Sandra. She says, hi, Lynn and Karen.
Hi, Sandra.
She says, I'm just watching you two so I can learn something from you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sandra, I think we can learn from you. She says, I'm still working on that 18-inch Whopper. That is a big one.
Yeah.
And I had to find my husband's magnifying glass to read those 16ths too. Nice.
So sorry.
She says, LOL, but she's having fun and no Y seems yay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's the one that you did post 2 different versions, didn't you?
Right.
Yeah, right. She's trying to get ready for Christmas. Looks like she will be shopping and wrapping on Christmas Eve as usual. She says, love when you two are together, such a good time. Hugs Sandra in very cold Mississippi. And she says in parentheses, however, it will be 70 here on Christmas Day.
Wow.
Merry Christmas. Oh, and Lorna. Hi, Lorna.
Hi, Lorna.
She says, hi, Lynn and Karen. So happy to see you sisters together. It seems like forever since Karen's last visit. I know. I know. She says, this is going to be a fun FiberCast. Wishing you both a very Merry Christmas and a safe and happy New Year. To you too, Lorna. Yay. And another Karen, KK in San Diego. Are you at work still?
Hi, KK. I know. Bummer, man.
I know. She said, I had some time tonight at work. So she turned on FiberCast.
Good.
Don't you love this?
Good. I do love this.
What a surprise to see you, Karen.
Surprise!
You girls always have so much fun on the show. It's quite a pleasure. We'll do the sampler quilt in January. Thank you, Karen, for the lovely patterns. Merry Christmas to you and your families, KK in San Diego.
Thank you.
Thank you, KK. You too. I hope things are moving along. I think of you periodically. Oh, and another KK. Kathy Kettle. Oh, K. I always do that. I say people's last names and I realize, no, I should not say people's last names. She says, I've had such a day, so much computer problems. Oh. Yes. But then I remembered it was Lynn time. I love that.
Well, good. I hope it all cooperated with you.
And she says, loves to both of you. P.S. Not even close to being ready for Christmas. Yep. Well, we do have 6 days, right?
6 days. Make a list.
Yep, and just plow through it, right?
Put things on your list that you've already done so you can cross them off.
Oh, that's a good tip. That's nice.
That's what I do.
KK in San Diego's making a note. Ooh, for my boss.
always a little tidbit.
That's good. Okay. Ooh, Diana B. Diana asked about the 4th episode, week 4, the one that I had to take down because of my roaring fire. And I really didn't have to take it down.
No, you didn't. But
do tell. What do you think we can learn from this?
Well, YouTube is notoriously finicky about music.
Really?
They must have a pretty good algorithm for searching it out, finding it, you know. But I did notice that there was an option where you could remove the songs. Did you try that?
Yes, I did.
And what did it do?
Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It couldn't edit it.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't find it.
Okay.
And I don't think it was a user error because it let you say you can remove this, and I would hit remove, and then it would say this music cannot be edited.
Okay. All right. I wondered if I asked Bob about it, and he thought it would take all the audio completely off, which
it probably would have, and that's why they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to do that. So
okay.
There were 2 of the songs you could click to pay the author.
Well, good.
But the others you couldn't. So.
But they were getting paid anyway because Google said that they were passing along any.
Right, from your ad.
Right.
Whatever's, but.
Right. Anywho, not a big deal.
Nope.
You just live and learn.
Lesson learned.
So many lessons. When is the learning over? That's what I want to know. I get tired. Actually, I found, Sorry, I'm supposed to wait and let you answer, aren't I?
No, carry on.
I found one of my old college essays to apply to college
Oh.
that Dad had helped me with.
Oh, yeah?
And it was a much more profound thought then. But now it means the world, and it basically was be a lifelong learner. It was it was all about just continuing to learn, and
How nice.
it was really nice. Isn't that nice?
That is a nice thing.
It is. Because what more do you? I mean,
Yeah.
probably when you're learning more, then you become less naive or less.
Was it well written? Were you impressed with the writing?
Oh yeah.
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 Did you recognize it as your writing?
Oh no, I didn't.
No.
No, it wasn't that. It was very rudimentary.
Of course. But you didn't cringe. You were.
No,
Yeah.
no. Cool. Anyway, lifelong learning. It can be. Some days I get tired. Being in the high-tech business,
Right.
it's just.
Well.
When does it stop?
And that's a totally different kind of learning. I mean, there's. Yeah. I mean, learning new technology and being willing to. You not only have to learn new technology, but you have to be willing to give up the old technology.
Right.
Whereas if you're learning about history or new plants or another craft, you don't have to give up something you've already learned. But with technology, you have to say, okay.
True. Some of it. And yet there's probably some context over the years that you do learn that there's always going to be an operating system.
Right. Good point. You build on things.
Yep.
You build on things. But it's so tempting to just say, ugh, I don't want to learn another phone.
Exactly.
It's so tempting. Don't give in.
I won't. Okay. All right. I
Learn
won't.
from your mother.
All right. That's
Your
true.
grandmother.
That's
They
true.
would have never.
Lifelong
You
learners.
never hear that from Mom or Grammy.
Mm-hmm. So Diana asked about week 4. The deal is I took it down. I have to repeat week 4 at some point. Hopefully you've gotten enough. I may not repeat it, to tell you the truth. I may move on, but it's on my list for next week. I have some days off. And so it's not you, it's not up there. And I'm glad that you're on here with FiberCasters. Thanks, Diana.
I guess we never did really explain. Was Diana saying what happened to week 4?
Yes.
Oh, well, the answer, sorry, we never said. It was that there were some Christmas carols playing in the background, and they were covered by copyright. And YouTube detected that and said, hey, you don't own this.
Yep.
And so they were blocked in some countries, depending on the copyright laws of those countries.
Thank you. That's the deal. And for me, it was cleaner to just remove the whole video than deal with issues by country.
Right. Or to have, there were some countries where they could see it, but it said it was blocked.
Right.
And that is so frustrating.
Right.
Oh,
right.
Why me?
Right. Right. Speaking of algorithms in YouTube, I used Shazam the other day.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
It blows your mind. I know. It's crazy.
Shazam. It's an app. If you have an iPad or you have an iPhone, download it. It's free, right? It's free.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And what it does is it allows you, if you're somewhere and you hear a song and you like it, but you don't know who sang it, you can literally turn on the Shazam app, point it toward the audio source. It hears it, the phone hears it, matches it against the database, and can tell you who the author is and what the song is.
Yeah. And it's, they call it second screen. It's your second screen. A lot of us are sitting watching TV with another screen in our lap.
Yep.
And so it's for the second screen experience. So say you're watching an awards show.
Yes.
And you've got this thing in your lap because it doesn't hold your attention and, whatever. And then all of a sudden you think, what was that? And you hit Shazam. It knows what you're watching, what the last thing was that was just on. If a commercial comes on, it can tell you who's singing the song in the commercial. And of course that's, they play the commercial,
Sure.
It's another way to catch your attention. But,
sure.
And then from there, you might click on that actor, and then it brings up their screen history. And
Oh, I didn't even know that.
yeah.
I did see you could buy the music.
Oh,
too.
definitely. Yeah, then it's one click away to
Right.
buy it if you've got a,
Wow.
yeah.
Fascinating. Shazam. If you want to play and just see it. And then, of course, someone says, I think maybe it was Bob, my husband, said, so can I sing a song and will it recognize it?
Oh, would it?
No.
I don't think so, no.
No. It's in fact, if you read it, the text is pretty big and says, don't try singing. Just, we have a database of songs and it matches the pattern of the song.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, here was a fun thing. Chris, if you're out there, hello. Chris has been on the show. Chris is in Marathon Quilters, and she went into work today, and they had a dress-up day.
Oh, yes.
And she sent a note to Jean and myself this morning, and it said, just another day in the office, ...
You have to share that with the viewers.
Look at that outfit, baby. So, I love it.
So great.
Isn't that
Love
great?
it. Yep.
But there she is in a biotech firm, working with the lawyers and everyone, and they're all dressed like this.
Yeah.
So later in the day, she said she won a $200 gift certificate for this getup. Hello.
Hello.
And so I told her I would share it because she's not on Facebook.
Oh, she's not on Facebook. Okay. I did this. What'd you do?
That is beautiful.
If you keep it moving, you can't see the mismatches.
No. How did you do that? That looks great.
Well, I had it already cut.
Here, you want me to put it up?
Sure. Careful.
Yeah. The hot iron. Okay. This is good podcasting. Good pod. Yes?
I wonder if anyone will, and I've kicked around the idea myself, put sashing in between the blocks.
Ooh.
Ooh, that would change everything.
It would totally change it. I don't know. What do people think?
White or black. It would almost look like one of those window frame
Yeah,
blocks.
it would. I don't think you need it, but I'd go for it if you want.
No.
I love it. Let's see. So, Linda Griffin. Hi, Linda.
Hello.
She's still in Hawaii.
Oh, still.
And she can't catch us live. She'll be finishing her sampler after Christmas. She says, I love the variety of blocks posted on Facebook. Yes. Everyone's blocks look great. Went to my favorite store here in Kauai, but couldn't buy much because of limited luggage space. Aloha.
Yeah.
Kapaya Stitchery. I hope I said that right. Kapaya Stitchery. And she sent a picture. That's great.
Aww.
Oh, and Eileen. Backing. Okay. Hi, Eileen. She says, caught you in the beginning. Yay. I love pieced backs. It gives fabric washed and faded, perfect for repairing the quilt 100 years from now.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Eileen always has ideas like that.
That's a very good idea. That's a forward-thinking idea.
Exactly. Did everyone catch that? So if you put piecing on the back of your quilt with some of your leftover pieces, in 100 years, if you haven't worn out the quilt and thrown it away, which I was thinking I've done with several quilts in my life,
I bet.
they're gone.
Yeah.
But that's what they're for.
Yep.
Some of them are for. But if they're a quilt that you want to keep, if this is on your backing, 100 years from now, if the front is torn or ripped, you can use some of this from the back and put it over the front.
Mhm.
I know most quilts won't make it to the future, see, but it's nice to
Some do.
dream that your quilt will be loved by someone when it becomes an antique.
Yeah.
Love quilts that are samplers with blocks that are several sizes put all over the place. Makes for an interesting quilt, not so regimented and blocky.
Mhm.
By the way, will you come out with the last of the alphabet sometime?
Oh, sure. I can do that. Yeah, that's not too difficult.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because I know this took you a lot of time. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thought you might like to know it's raining here. Hope it keeps up and relieves some of the drought around here. Yeah. Bring it on. So what else has been keeping you busy?
I brought a show and tell.
I'm so
excited about this.
Can I just, before you do, I knew she had something to say.
You can tell.
Okay.
Is it my turn yet?
Yes,
Is it my turn?
yes, I'm done.
So there is this Facebook group that we stumbled upon a while back, Friendship Quilting Group.
Okay.
And I think it's a private group, but it's a big group of people. And somebody proposed a fabric swap of 1.5 by 1.5 fabric charms.
Like
They called-
postage.
Postage stamp. So they called it 50 Shades of Insanity, and the idea was you sent in 50 packets of 50 different postage stamp charms.
Cut it out. 50 times 50.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Well, if you're going to cut one, you might as well cut 50.
True.
Actually, what took the longest was dealing them out and making 50 packets. So put them in little sandwich baggies and sent them off to this lovely woman named Charlotte Cronkite, who did then the swap, which I guess turned out to be quite a lot of work. She and a couple friends did this swap because they said all these little plastic baggies were all slippery and they were just
no.
all over the place. So in a couple months I got back 50 little bags of all different fabrics, but of course in the meantime I couldn't wait. You sent me your box.
Yep.
I had mine, and I've been sewing together. I've been sewing them together
Oh, KB, I love
to
those.
make these 5 by 5,
Oh,
right?
Look at them.
25 patch. Right. So I guess the idea, a real postage stamp quilt, or a lot
Yes.
of people do it without a single duplication of fabric,
Wow.
which is admirable, but that's not what I did.
Yep.
And I wanted all the brights. So
I love these.
I've been really struggling with how to lay it out.
Okay.
And I was going to do alternating blocks that had
People see that? Yeah. Yeah, they can. Here.
alternating blocks that were snowballed,
Okay.
kind of like that. Which,
Oh, that's neat.
right? And then I thought, oh, instead of white, we'll do blue. So I did a bunch up with blue, because that looked fun.
Oh, that is neat.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I think I'm going to do, oh, and then I did some of these.
Okay.
I think what I'm going to end up with are these chevron blocks.
Oh, how neat. Look at that.
So,
Oh, KB, that's
See
really
it.
good.
right?
Yep.
So it ends up like, they really won't be able to see this.
Oh, they will, though. Karen, no way.
So it ends up like that.
Really?
So I think that's, yes, I know that's what I'm going to do.
I want to make one.
That's what I'm going to do. So, well, good, because you can sew and sew and sew. I need 112 of these, and I have about 100 of these done. But I haven't even made a dent in the little blocks between the ones you sent me and the ones that I had and the ones from the swap. You should join me.
That's oh, you suckered me in. Oh, yeah. I love this design. Oh, and look at what you did on the edge. I like that.
Well, I'm going to have a lot of extra little blocks, so I have been putting them together. So that's what's been keeping me busy.
I would say so.
I can do, during a FiberCast,
Yes.
I can do 10 of these.
Really?
Yeah,
That's great.
I know. At first I could only do 4 or 5, but now
Yeah.
I can do 10.
That is great. And do you do like flag piecing?
Do you know that I actually web them?
You do.
Yes. And it took a while to get the knack of it.
Of course.
Webbing these little tiny ones.
But what a difference.
Yeah.
I definitely want to do this. So I have the Go 1.5 inch strip.
I do too.
Good.
Yep.
Did you find, is that a pain to cut them? Do they get out of whack?
I had a hard time with it.
Really? I
But-
wondered.
But probably if I worked at it more, I would.
We
But I wanted to ask you, I noticed, of course, having this swap and getting all fabrics from all over the world, literally, because people put their little address sticker on them. It was so neat to have just
Oh, I bet.
from all over the world. The difference, you know, some had been washed, some hadn't, some were starched, some hadn't. Some people put them in color order. The time people took to do it is just really neat. But some really frayed a lot. And I wondered if it was the fabric itself or if you get a little off kilter, does it? Off the grain? Is that what
Sure.
causes it?
When
It
it's this small.
didn't make any difference whatsoever. You could sew them together and they were fine.
Right. But just
But
that
just-
little bit. I would
You
think,
think
that
that's
would,
what it is?
I would think maybe. Because when you think about it, if it's only 1.5 inches total,
Yep.
you cut it off, then there are little pieces that are 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch.
Right.
It would fray off. I love that. Oh, I'm adding this to the list. And how are these chevrons to do? Tough?
Well, I've only done a couple so far.
I love the color.
I'm going to do them. I was sure there would be a way.
Yes.
Shouldn't there be a way that you could do strips
Yes.
and then cut them?
Oh, we've been through this a couple of mystery quilts ago.
Yes. I tried,
There isn't.
and do you know the amount of fabric I was wasting? I just couldn't bear it. Couldn't
Yes.
bear it. Speaking of wasted fabric,
Do tell. What else have you been up to?
these I got a chuckle out of seeing you struggle with the with the checkers. It took me quite a bunch of tries to get.
Like you said, it shouldn't have been that
It shouldn't have been that hard.
See, those are littler.
I made a whole set that were too small. They're so cute. But
I love
they're,
these.
I mean, I even got so far as to trim them. It didn't dawn on me until I had it done that it's 1 inch too small.
It
The
is.
darn seam
Don't
allowance.
lose this. Oh, that could go on your back.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I'll use them for something. But do
Oh,
you ever struggle with the simplest things?
yes. Yes. Well, that M that I did last week, the M and the L that I redid, Marquet said you try the darker
Right,
red,
right.
and it really helped, so thank you. I took that out 3 times,
Mm.
and then I re-sewed it wrong 3 times.
Oh,
One little block.
Mm.
Silly. But
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
the process.
It's the process. Enjoy the process.
Yeah.
So,
And these can make great little squares for your littler quilt.
Oh, sure.
Oh, you've been so busy. So on Friday nights, do you sew with FiberCast?
Almost always
And where do you set up your sewing?
in the dining room.
And do you sew much before and after?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
I do.
Oh, I didn't know this. So it really does get you sewing for a period of time.
It does.
That's
It
what I
does.
wanted.
Yeah. I usually sit down and I get home and I rush around and do all the things I have to do so I can start sewing. And then I usually sit and I'm usually watching something on YouTube and then I'll keep looking to see if it's 8 o'clock yet.
Oh, that's perfect.
So,
and then you keep going. Well, do you know my ritual or my latest, since I've been back in the studio, for a month and a half, since I haven't been traveling as much, 5 o'clock, the whistle blows.
Mm-hmm.
And I just
As it should.
Yeah.
My gosh, you work hard.
So at 5 o'clock then, oftentimes I will go downstairs and I'll have dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Bob is probably working still, or he's getting ready for the band to come over. And then I come right back up here, and for a good couple of hours, I'm sewing here, and then FiberCast comes on.
Oh, that's cool. So you're in the mode.
I am in the mode.
That's good. That's good.
That's a good 3 hours of dedicated sewing.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
We get so much done.
Mm-hmm.
Except for tonight.
You haven't been terribly productive. Not that I'm judging or anything. You should see how shiny her sewing machine is. I didn't get how chromy and shiny it is. It's beautiful.
You see how heavy it is?
It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
I decoupaged the bottom.
You did?
I did. And this blue here was, because it's a wooden box with paper. That blue is a paper originally.
Okay.
And then it was peeling off, so I took some blue fabric.
Oh, just this part here.
Well, and then I decoupaged the whole thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put the blue fabric on, and then I just went over it. And the whole top, I did that too.
It looks great.
Thanks.
Really,
I like it.
Really beautiful.
I like this. I like it a lot. It's made by Toyota. I told you that.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
So let's see who's out there. So you are busy. Is there anything you would like to say to your peeps out there?
Just that I get a kick out of being in touch with you all the time. I feel like you're real friends.
I do too.
Because they are real people. It's not like they're make-believe people. They're real people.
Exactly. And the weather report from Sandra.
Yep.
And now, it's not official and it's not confirmed. We didn't really talk about this. But there is a lot of serious talk about going to Missouri. And for some folks that are out near there, we may be able to meet them.
That would be fun.
Wouldn't that be fun? So we'll keep you posted. We're still kind of testing the waters, finding out who's doing what, when.
Okay. All right. Well, if there's a trip to Missouri, I'm going.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay.
I'm in. I will follow you anywhere.
Aww. Oh, Siri, what can I help you with?
Oh, Siri. I'm not getting along.
You can help me, but how I can help you.
What? Do you use Siri?
Not lately. I'm not getting along with her lately.
Why? What has she done?
I don't know. She's just not answering my every whim the way she used to.
Oh.
I don't know.
She getting old?
Well, she used to call me. You know how you can get her to call you different things?
Okay.
You
Yes.
can say, Siri, call me the Supreme Commander. I taught her to call me Lady Mother, because for a while
The things you learn.
I I was reading a book. It was some historical fiction about, I don't know, Henry VIII times. And the mother in the book had her daughter called her Lady Mother, because I think she was the character was a lady, right? So I thought that was pretty cool. So I thought I would get my kids to call me Lady Mother. I thought that would be nice.
Oh, that'd go over.
Well, they did it, but they were very sarcastic. And so then I taught Siri to call me Lady Mother, and she did. And she would say, how can I help you, Lady Mother? But then, this is how it's all connected. Then when I went and got my Google ID and set up a Google Plus account so I could see Simply Colorful, it called me Lady Mother. That it made that my name. It's like, oh no, we can't have that.
Automatically? Yes.
Because I had told my phone that was my name. You have to be careful what you do.
You do, because the robots ultimately are going to run the world. Lady Mother.
Yeah.
I love that story.
Oh. My kids will do anything I tell them, but,
I know they will. But with sarcasm.
Sarcasm, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Lady Mother.
Speaking of which, congratulations on getting another one inculcated into college.
Inculcated?
Yeah.
Inculcated.
That's a good word. To inculcate is to become, I did not use it correctly there, but to be indoctrinated, to be...
Specifically in college? Or
No,
just
anything.
in anything?
In anything. To inculcate.
That's cool.
Siri, let's see, let's try this.
Careful, she could say something gross.
How do I get her on?
Hold the button in.
What does inculcate mean?
All she got was what?
Oh. What does...
You're like those ads with the old people. You should see her in the car talking to her to her navigation. Take me home.
I was just doing that for your benefit. What does inculcate mean? Sorry, I missed that. Hang on. Define inculcate.
What does it mean?
You did it right.
Did it?
Define inculcate. Do I have to hold it again?
No.
I know.
Fascinating.
I'm really sorry. This is not gripping FiberCast. Define inculcate.
Inculcate means instill by persistent instruction.
Instill by persistent instruction. Oh, okay.
So you persistently instructed Tommy to go to college.
Go to college.
Yeah, I didn't quite write that. Teach someone an attitude, idea, or habit by persistent instruction.
Okay. That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, it does. That was so funny. Anyone want any other words to find?
Well, but that's my point. If you have to talk to her like that, she's not doing what she should be doing.
Well, but I haven't taught her my voice. Can't I teach her my voice?
I don't know. Can you?
I believe so. In the newest iPhone, because when I go to the Apple bar once in a while because my phone gets scooped up.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there?
No.
Oh,
We don't have Apple bars in Pennsylvania.
we don't? Do we have any Apple stores?
Nowhere near me.
Oh, interesting.
I'm sure they do around the cities.
The big city.
Big city.
Well, maybe tomorrow morning we should go to the Apple bar before you hit the road. Anyway, what they do is in the mall is where we have an Apple store, and you go in there in this beehive of activity because everyone and their brother has an iPhone these days.
Okay.
And that's not really true, but in the city, I mean, I know that.
But in an Apple store, everybody has an iPhone.
Thank you.
Sure, that makes sense.
And you walk in there, and literally someone is at the front door to greet you and to triage you to where you need to be based on whether you're buying something new or you have something to work on. And you get further into the store, and they're literally helping you there. And at one point, when I went in, I forget why, but one of the things to set up was to have Siri recognize your name.
Oh.
And at that point, I was probably an hour and a half in.
Mm.
Yes, because you know, inevitably, it's so busy, you have to give them your name, and then they'll call you when you're ready.
Right.
And you go out.
Right.
So I gave up I said, no, I don't need Siri to know my name. So I have to go back.
But at least you can take it in, and a human being can help you with it
Yes.
if you're really struggling.
Totally. I think it's a job of the future, man.
Right. You're right. You're actually absolutely right. And gosh, if you could put together the technical knowledge and the ability to communicate it,
Exactly.
and have the patience
Exactly.
with the masses that walk in, and you know what they do all day, every day, and to not be like, oh, how could you not know that? You know, because the person wouldn't be there if they didn't know.
True.
If they did know.
True. No, it's a special skill set.
It is.
I hope that they are compensating people correctly. Did you know it's 9 o'clock?
Oh, I didn't.
How does that happen?
I don't know. It's amazing what you can get done in an hour.
Or not. That's our new slogan. I want to thank everyone. I want to especially thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for indulging me.
We want you back anytime. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. We want to wish you a Merry Christmas from our house to yours. Keep on being creative. I hope you can grab a few hours here and there to sew in between the Christmas and the holiday madness. And we'll see you next Friday night to pre-ring in the new year at 8 p.m.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.